there's a fight that I'm sure people are starting to mention. Now, we're huge fans of Israel Adesanya on the show. We've had Izzy on the show. That's our homie. I know that's your homie. There's one division between you guys. You are massive for 170, and Izzy is not big for 185. Is that a potential fight for you or Izzy? Is that a potential fight? Because I know you're both competitors, and that is a bad motherfucker over there, right?
Absolutely.
What do you think about that?
We're both competitors, and don't be fooled by that. Izzy's deceptively big for
yeah.
I always tell people
he's deceptively big. He's tall, long,
yeah.
strong legs, and he moves well. And striking is just unreal. The rate and the pace that he's able to see strikes and adjust and react to them is next level.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't who I was, that would be a test that I would, oh my God, I would salivate over. But that's my brother, man. And I can see myself getting in there and mentally preparing to fight. I couldn't see that. And this is a quote that I've said time and time again is I'd rather see two Nigerians with belts than one Nigerian with two belts. So, that's not a fight I'm looking at.
Okay.
Looking at.
That being said, what if Izzy came out and said that your family can't cook jollof rice? What if he said your jollof rice is trash? Would you have to avenge that?
I would call him up ASAP, and we gotta have a conversation about that, bro. We need to have a cook-off.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I can't picture. I just can't picture it right now.
No, I love that. I think that's great. And I think it's cool. You see fighters, there have been fighters throughout history that have done it. They've just been such close friends that they didn't want to do it. And also you guys are fortunate enough to be in financial situations where you're not needing that fight in order to feed your family, et cetera. But these pipe dreams are always cool. Interesting thing about what you're going through right now, which I think is always really interesting, is like you hear like guys like George St. Pierre, they think about coming back, right? And they're like, oh yeah, I might come back for that Khabib fight. He's not mentioning coming back for that Usman fight, is he?
No, I'm starting to slowly, my hope for that fight is starting to dwindle.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't make sense for him. It doesn't. To still have your name attached. Like look at how I'm slowly elevating and building myself, and his name's still attached to it. So that's what you want. Once you cement it and you put yourself in that place, there's no point in risking it. And that's the one thing that I do love about George, that I believe we think similarly on and we agree on, is that he's honest with himself. He's very, very honest with himself as far as stating what he's capable of, what he thinks, and just the facts. Fighters of today are better than fighters of yesterday.
Right.
And fighters of tomorrow will be better than fighters of today.
Yes.
It's a fact. And George is honest about that. And that's one thing that I commend him for. And I love that he's honest about, because a lot of people like to make that debate, who Joe, you versus George, or me versus Matt Hughes. I would kill Matt Hughes.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's different. It's not that Matt Hughes wasn't a great. Matt Hughes was a pioneer. I'd put him on the Mount Rushmore of welterweights.
Right.
He's great, but you think about the time and you think about the way MMA was being fought at that time. A lot of fighters had one skill that they were very good at. The horse race, very jiu-jitsu specialist, to where now you get guys who come in with two skills, boxer, wrestler, and they start taking over. That's the Matt Hughes era. And now you have guys that can do everything. Matt Hughes doesn't know what a calf kick is. Like, imagine I gave Matt Hughes about 4 calf kicks.
Forget it.
That fight done.
Yeah.
It's different. So, that's just a difference in to where it makes it very, very hard to really say, who's the best. But GSP, that's a fight that if I got a call tomorrow, I don't know if I wouldn't believe it.
You can't. You can't say
let's
that.
go. George signed. Let's freaking do this. I absolutely would do it. I'd be jazzed up for that one, but I just don't think that's gonna happen because George is very.
We don't want to take too much of your time, but I do have another question. What do you think the best, because you brought it up, what do you think the best skill set is for the modern day fighter? Because I've been looking at a lot of guys who came up with wrestling backgrounds and then learned striking, and it seems like that's the most well-rounded if they can get the striking down. If they don't learn the striking, then they can struggle. But what do you think that elite recipe is for the MMA fighter today?
It's hard to deviate from facts. And the fact is, let's think about it. You watch a street fight go down now. Okay? You watching it, boom, these guys are fighting. Think about a fight. There's only 3 positions that a fight could be in. Both could be standing up, trading punches. One guy on top of the other guy on the ground, beating him up. Or reverse, the other guy on top of the ground, beating him up. It's 3 positions that a fight could take place.
Yeah.
And 2/3 of a fight, of those positions are on the ground.
Yeah.
So as a wrestler, that means I have the ability to control and dictate where that fight takes place. So if you're a jiu-jitsu specialist and you want to submit me, you got to be able to take me down. If you can't take me down, in my last fight, how are you going to use that jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
You can't. And as a striker, if you're a great boxer or a kickboxer and you want to keep me standing and use it, and I can take you down, how are you going to use that skill? You just can't. So it's very hard to deny the fact that wrestling is probably the single most important aspect of mixed martial arts right now.
Yeah, it is cool to see that evolve. Okay, I want to do a little lightning round. You know, we do a little lightning round when we have special guests on. Okay, here we go. This is going to be quick. All right. Masvidal said that you had pillows for hands. Was that because they made him go to sleep?
I guess that's something you got to ask him. But I would say yes. That's probably
a yes. Okay. Kamaru, you are basically royalty in Nigeria right now. Can you ask those Nigerian princes to stop emailing me?
While you at it, tell them to stop emailing me.
Okay, this is a serious one, all right? Daniel Cormier or Jake Paul, who wins?
Oh my God, that's not even. What? That's not even serious.
Jake, right?
That's not serious. I know. I honestly, I thought DC was gonna smack him over the weekend.
It looked close.
He was. That's how you know DC loved that job. He loved that job. He loved it. Old school DC would have smacked dude right there. Not even a question. Would have smacked him. So DC love his ESPN job.
The mouse is doing good for DC. All right, man. Absolutely. Before you leave, who you want next, bro? Who do you want next?
I think about it. I've been through them all.
I'm trying to think who else is there.
At the end of the day, now what it comes down to is I like having fun now. I like being able to go into the fight and know that I'm having fun now. And so in order for me to do that, someone's got to motivate me. George motivated me by, it was the perfect excuse. 6 weeks. Oh, this guy can't do this. And George sold the fight well. He's talking, oh, this guy doesn't hit hard at all. He wasn't blessed with the macho-ness to be able to hurt someone with his hands, and those things just kind of stick in my head as like, oh, word? That's how you feel? All right. Okay. So these are things that motivate me to want to go in there and have fun. And right now, just looking at the guys, no one, they're all just kind of sitting around waiting on me to pick them for them to get a payday. So I just want someone to, show me something, show me some good activity to where I'm like, oh shit, that dude is scary. All right, I want him to motivate me to get off. I'm literally, the couch is right there. I'm literally on the couch all day today, waiting for my daughter to get off school. So when someone motivates me, I'm gonna get off this couch and we'll go have fun again.